Okay, so Bruce Lee, what did he say?
He said, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what's uniquely yours.
Okay, so I'm thinking a lot of people say you got to read the entire book, right? Because we got books behind us. I read a lot of books. I hear this a lot. I want to read the whole book, but there's a lot of fluff in it. And I say that quote actually resonates to me is that I'm not looking to read the entire book always, because that's a little romantic. Sometimes I'm just looking to literally look for what's useful, and I'll discard a lot of the fluff that's just kind of there to get the points across.
Right.
And that's led me to being executing on things that have bettered my life.
Right. I would agree with that. I think a major premise that, like a takeaway that we can really get from this quote is I can break it down into 3 steps. All right? All right? 3 sections of the quote. Absorb what is useful.
Yeah.
Discard what is not.
Uh-huh.
Add what's uniquely yours. So how do we use this and implement this into real
actionably.
life? Right? Actionably. All right, well, I guess let's put us in this type of situation. Maybe some of you guys out there will resonate with this type of situation. You walk into work, you put your stuff down, you're getting ready to rock your day, and you hear your name down the freaking hall. You look up over your cubicle, what the hell? You see your boss, your manager's coming over, running down the hall like a stampede of elephants, coming to get in your face. You know why? Because you're 10 minutes late. 10 minutes late.
That's why I don't have a job.
Right? He'll be late every day. He's going to be late to his funeral.
Oh, my God.
So the premise here is that, okay, now you have a confrontation, right? You're at work. You have to deal with this boss, manager, the person that's in the positional leadership over you.
Yeah.
Right? And we have no control over that situation when we're in that situation.
Yeah,
right?
you're like receiving end of it.
Right, you're on the receiving end of it. So, what do we need to do? Well, if we're focused on our personal development, our betterment, so that we can develop the skill sets that'll get us out of that environment and away from that kind of boss, well, guess what? We have to learn from this boss.
Yeah.
Right?
Swallow our pride.
Right, swallow our pride, right?
Even if they're not maybe going the right way about it?
90% they're not going the right way about it, right? So you're going to have to swallow your pride in order to grow. And now you realize this so that you form an agreement with, okay, this is what I need to do in order to get myself out of this. So this first step, by absorbing what is useful, this boss could be yelling at your face. You're 10 minutes late. He's yelling at you on an open format. Everybody can hear what he's saying to you. And he's using you as an example. Well, you know what? You're getting a lot of power from that. So the premise of this is that you need to absorb, right? And listen to dissect the information that's coming at you.
Like the positive versus the negative.
Versus the negative, sure. Because in any sales, right, we have to be great listeners.
Yeah. So their approach might be off, but if you're going to use what's useful, you're going to grow from the experience because you have to be accountable and responsible.
That's right.
Because how many times do we get in a position where maybe someone is doing something that may not necessarily be the right way about it. However, we still kind of have partaken in it. Meaning, if we're late, we're late. How they handle it doesn't necessarily have to do anything with us.
Sure.
So what we can learn from it is, all right, this is an issue. Now the question, though, I'm curious, maybe the viewers, what do you discard that isn't useful?
So what we would discard that isn't useful is derogatory, demeaning, unempowering, demoralizing language, okay? Because number one, not only is this not going to help you in any type of sort of way because we're focused on being positive and achieving that positive outcome. So by associating ourselves and accepting any of those words that are being spoken to us, we're lowering our conscious level.
Yeah.
And therefore, we're not able to persevere through the things that we'll need to persevere through in order to achieve success. So, when this person or any person in your professional life that you're dealing with, always have that I'm a learner mentality.
Yeah, you're a learner, and you're going to take what you need from it.
Right.
And discard what you don't.
Right.
It's like the third agreement. So Don Miguel Ruiz wrote this book, The Four Agreements, and the third one is don't take anything personally.
That was the quote. Thank you.
It is?
That was the quote.
I actually think I messed up. That's the second. It's the second agreement. Don't bother me later. Second agreement. Third agreement is don't assume. But the second agreement is that. Okay, right. That's what you wanted to say. Yeah, Don Miguel. Don't take it personally because this is your movie. You're the star in your movie. They're a co-star. But you have to understand, in their movie, they're the star and you're a co-star. So all those negative emotions coming at you, whether there's logic behind it, like you being late, the projection of it is through their movie, not yours. So by coming to that agreement, you know what? The bad that's coming out of their mouth, the negative energy, I'm going to let that go, like the Bruce Lee quote.
Yeah.
But I'm going to learn from my experience. Now, wait, there's the third part to the Bruce Lee quote. So what was that?
The best part.
Yeah.
Add what is uniquely your own. Okay, so we're going through life where we're constantly have a learner's mentality, right? So our perception of all the things that we do, we always want to be learning. Okay, I mean, we could be at the checkout counter in the grocery market, and we may learn something new while we're standing there. We may overhear something. We may witness a transaction, and guess what? That brings a new ideology that we can implement into our life. Awesome.
Yeah.
So now, you're late for work. Boss is yelling at you. You're listening to him. You're taking out the criticism, right? That can be helpful, right? You're negating the words, right? Because the negative words, you don't need that in your life. But you're taking out what's useful, and you're creating your own ideologies on how to better yourself, okay? So he's telling you you're late. He's telling you your shirt's untucked. You know that there's a belt policy. You have no belt on, okay? You're coming in the office with trainers on, okay? These are things that when we receive that and we're on a learner's perspective, we're not going to say, hey, man, F you, you're wrong.
We're not going to feed back the negativity.
We're not.
We're going to appreciate it, you know, meet them where they are and learn from it and let the rest go and not let that hinder our day.
That's right. And that's the most important part because we're growing from it. So we see the benefits of even someone coming up and saying, hey, man, your shirt's untucked, brother. You're not looking very good right now. Well, hey, you know what? You're right, man. I appreciate you for saying that. I'm going to tuck up my shirt. I'm going to make sure that everything that I need to be authentically perceived who I want to be is in order because...
No, finish your thought. You think I'm about to say something.
I know you're positive, man.
No. Yeah, I got excited.
So, this is where we take the information that's given to us in whatever manner that it is, and we make it uniquely our own. Okay? We form agreement, you know what? I'm not going to go out anymore with a shirt untucked, man. Because when I go out in public, that's a representation of my presence. That's a representation of my purpose.
Can they see my shirt right now?
I hope they do. This is a beautiful shirt. It's good. But
that's awesome.
I love your jacket.
Yeah, we did. It makes up for it.
So now, the ideology, and that's, you can put this in any contextual form, in essence of situation that you want to break it down into. I'm just, using walking down the street, hey, this,
the takeaway is really simple, and let's leave it at this. When someone is interacting in your life, you need to understand that whatever comes out of their mouth is their truth. It does not have to be right. It does not have to be wrong. It's their truth. And that's it. So, can you learn something from it or not? If you can, learn it. If you can't, that's okay, but appreciate that that's their truth.
Yeah,
and just always do your best.
Always.
Bruce Lee was a beast.
Bruce Lee was honestly one of the most influential philosophers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, of like the century.
I haven't read enough of them. Be your best. Love yourself. Antwan Webb. Culture matters.
Culture matters, baby.